Hello. This is Carl Cronkite here, covering today's trial. Old Man Withers versus all the libraries. Believe it or not, Withers came out of hiding this morning, and is now inside the courtroom with his lawyers. We've had a few students come to help Mrs. Goodstory plead her case. Let's go inside to see what's happening.
Order in the court. Order in the court. We now begin this case of Mr. Withers versus the school libraries. Plaintiff, please state your case.
Well, Mr. Withers hired me to help him out here. He wants to get rid of all the theme books and all the different versions of books in the library. I'm going to go ahead and call Mr. Withers to the stand to be my first witness.
Like I said before, we should not have theme books. Kids don't need them. They are making our classrooms crazy, and that's not good. We need to take all the theme books out so the world will be a better place.
Well, that makes sense to me. I totally agree with Mr. Withers. I think we should get rid of all those books in the library because, well, I didn't even go to school. So, I don't really care about books. So I'm with Mr. Withers. Down with themes.
Well, Mr. Withers, I'm not sure where you got your lawyer from, but you haven't convinced me of anything yet. Mrs. Goodstory, thank you for coming in on a school day. I hope that you were able to get a substitute to check out books to all your students. What do you have to say about this whole theme fiasco?
Thank you, Judge. I did get a sub today. The kids are happily checking out theme books right now. I actually brought in a few students to share their opinion on having different versions of books in the library. Can I have them talk?
Sure, Mrs. Goodstory. I'd love to hear what your students have to say about this whole situation.
Great. First, I'm going to have Alyssa from Mrs. Lynn's class talk to us.
Mr. Withers, I think that we should have more than one type of book because it lets us enjoy more kinds of books. If you took that choice away from us, we would have less books to read. I bet that if you let us keep our books, everyone would like you. I like having different types of books because I like having different varieties. Most people like that too. If you do not let us keep different types, I will be mad. Having two types is the best. You will listen, Mr. Withers.
Do you have any comments about what the young lady just said, Mr. Withers?
Well, I don't want anyone to hate me, but I still don't think we should have all these different versions of books.
Your Honor, I have another student I'd like to bring to the stand. His name is Truman. He's from Mrs. Hummel's class.
Bring him out. And Withers, wake up your attorney.
Dear Mr. Withers, we need to have other versions to support the theme of a story, so when we do differences and similarities. Say for example we have the Three Little Pigs and a true story of the Three Little Pigs. Those books get taken away, how will we get to do similarities and differences? So please give us our books.
Well, Withers, what do you have to say about that?
Well, I just don't know what to say. I didn't realize how much these books meant to kids.
Your Honor, might I suggest that the court make Mr. Withers read another version of one of his favorite stories? The Three Little Pigs? He might have a change of heart.
Objection, Your Honor. That is not a good idea.
That is an excellent idea. In fact, I have a copy of that book back in my office right now. Mr. Withers, to my office. We're taking a 10-minute recess. The court is now back in session. Mr. Withers, what have you decided?
That book was super funny. I can't believe it.
So, does that mean you are willing to drop your case and leave the library alone?
Yes, yes, yes. I'm a changed man. In fact, I want to donate lots of money to the library so they can buy even more books.
No! My first case, and I lost it. Does that mean I don't get paid?
This is definitely not a loss. This is a win-win all the way around for everyone involved. Thanks for making such a wise decision, Mr. Withers. And Miss Goodstory, I'm excited for you and your new donation. Now, as for you, Mr. Attorney, I'm still not sure where Mr. Withers found you, but might I suggest you go back to school? You might become a better attorney. Please, also read some books along the way. They're pretty important. This case is closed. Court adjourned.
Well, there you have it. A fairy tale ending to a scary situation. Let's see if we can get a few words from the plaintiff and defendant as they leave the court. Hello, Mrs. Goodstory. I bet you feel great about the outcome of this trial.
Why yes, Carl. I'm so excited, I could just kiss a pig. It's amazing how things worked out so well.
Well, that would be one lucky pig. Anyway, congratulations. Good luck to you. Here comes Mr. Withers. Mr. Withers. What a wonderful change of attitude. What was it about the Three Little Pigs story that changed your mind?
Well, I always liked that story because the wolf was big and bad. But when I read the different version, the wolf was good. I figured if the wolf can be good, so can I. The story just really made me stop and think. I realized these different versions really are a good idea.
Well, thanks for your thoughts. Withers. Good luck to you. This brings this story to a close. Thanks for tuning in today, and we'll see you next time on the Channel 4 News. This is Carl Cronkite signing off.